Hello everybody, welcome back, MrRedClaw. Welcome back to the episode of Assetto Corsa, Can I Beat Hold. Before we get into it right now, head down below, like and subscribe, because it does help out a lot. And let's get right into it. So we are over here at Silverstone, of course, after last weekend's British Grand Prix. Of course, a lot happened. Of course, the first sprint qualifying, which basically was kind of like a sprint race. And of course, that big kind of incident between Hamilton and Max Verstappen on the first lap, but we're not going to get too much into it. The time we've got to beat is I'm actually going to be taking it from qualifying, not sprint qualifying. So the time we've got to beat is a 1:26.134 by Lewis Hamilton, of course, in the Mercedes. So we are in the Mercedes today. Haven't been in it for quite some time. So yeah, let's see if we can beat that time or get as close to it as possible. So let's get right into it. So there we go, across the line to set our first proper lap. So a 1:33.584. So not too bad for kind of like a first lap. I actually didn't have enough battery to basically use ERS all the way to the end. Which is, well, surprising. That hasn't really happened before on the like settings that I kind of use. So I'm going to have to kind of use less of it, maybe, to have some for the entire lap, as that could easily be at least a second, well, maybe not a second, but half a second, or maybe even a second, you don't really know. A good start, already within the 10-second range, which is normally what I try and go with. So already below that with a lot of time to gain, so let's get to it. And I guess you can see how this car looks like going around Silverstone. So we go nearly 6 tenths up over there. It definitely was actually going to be 2 seconds, but I messed up in the final corner, like I always do. So we're going to have to give it another go, but it is actually looking quite good. I'm definitely going to get within the 1:31 range. Maybe we could even go sub 1:30, I think is possible, if I do give it my best over here. So I'm going to keep on going, and I guess we'll see how fast we can go. So there we go, across the line, 1.8 seconds up. So I gathered up all of that time that I lost in the last corner, and just overall during the lap. Not too much though, so we're going to have to keep on fighting. But we are in the 1:31s, which is nice. I think we can go 1:30, and maybe we can go sub 1:30. So I guess we are going to see. I'm going to keep on trying to see how fast I am around here. So there we go, across the line, 7 tenths up on that lap. It definitely could have actually been over a second, but then again I messed up in another place. But we are only 4 tenths away from being sub 1:30, and that is the kind of like the challenge for the remainder of this episode. I am going to try and go below 1:30. 4 tenths, I definitely lost 4 tenths in the last sector over there. So I think it is possible to go 1:30. That is going to be the challenge that I kind of set myself for the race for the rest of this video, as I'm definitely not going to get another like 4 seconds on this track, especially not now without messing around with the setup for ages and messing around on this track for ages. So that is going to be what I try and beat right now. So there we go, across the line somehow. Well, mostly in the first sector I gained massive amounts of time. As you can see, I think that was 1.3 up. So we are below the 130 mark. We are actually nearly below the 129 mark, which is, well, I'm basically about 3 seconds away. This corner over here and the one before, I just basically kept sliding in the last laps, and I just gained so much time on the exit over here. I was mostly in sector 1 over here. Absolutely brilliant lap over there to basically, well, put me about 3 seconds away from pole set by Lewis Hamilton during qualifying, which is good enough for me. I'm pretty sure I beat the fastest lap during the sprint race as well, so or I was quite close to that, which in my books is fine by me. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.